8:30 here on Eyewitness News this morning. I'm here with Charlie O'Hara answering all of our legal questions. Charlie, thank you so much for coming back in.
Great to be here.
Sounds like we've got quite a few calls on the line. So first caller, you're on the line. Go ahead, ask your question.
Yes, my name is Barb Manis, and I'm from Pratt, Kansas. I was calling to find out how I would get visitation rights to a 16-year-old, my daughter, Kristen Manis.
Well, actually, I don't think there's much of a problem. It depends on the circumstances. But what you need to do is go to court wherever she is or wherever you got divorced. If you're in Pratt and that's where it happened, you need to go to court and ask the judge to give you visitation. Now, if there's a reason you shouldn't have visitation, the judge can look at it, because the real standard for the judge to look at everything is the best interest of the child. But a mother is usually entitled to visitation of their child. A father's entitled to visitation of their child. So the fact that you're not getting visitation, I would think the court would presume that you would, unless there's a really strong reason you not get that.
Thank you, Charlie. We appreciate it. The second caller, go ahead. You're on the line with Charlie. Caller, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I have a question about a judge threatening you in regards to child custody. My ex, he kidnapped my daughters, and I had filed charges with the local sheriff's department. And when we went into court, the judge told me if I didn't drop the vindictive charges, he would take my children away from me. Is that allowed?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of circumstances going on there, and evidently it's a rather contentious situation. And obviously a judge is in a position that he has to kind of advise people and give them advice, and sometimes very stern advice. If the judge thinks somebody's abusing the system by filing charges and causing a bunch of chaos, the judge can say, if you don't stop this chaos, I'm going to find you to be somebody that shouldn't be seeing your child, because it's not in your child's best interest. We don't want to manipulate a situation so it affects the children. I don't know why the judge said that. I don't know all the circumstances, but a judge can make comments. Now, I don't know whether he can rule on a basis of this or that as a threat, but he can tell people, if you don't straighten your act up and you don't do what you're supposed to do, that it could cause a lot of problems for your child and for the whole system. So either straighten up, or we're going to have to take more punitive action, which might even include suspending your visitation.
Okay, Charlie, great information. Thank you so much. It sounds like we have another caller, too. Caller, can you hear us?
Good morning.
Go ahead with your question.
Yes, I was needing some information on where to go to get some help on a credit card problem. My bank caused an error in electronic debit to my credit card. Okay, it took me about a week to figure that out. Got the payment made. The credit card company is not fixing this for me, and they keep doubling my payments each month. And I've got numerous calls to them trying to get this fixed. They say it's the computer. They can't fix it. I had my bank fax a letter to them that it was their error, and I just can't get anywhere with this. And I need to know who to contact, Attorney General or Fact Finder 12. And I'm just really frustrated, and I know there's others out there that could use your advice. Thank you so much for your time, Charlie.
Well, I'm sure Fact Finder 12 would love to have you do that. but actually, it sounds like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. If they won't do it and they're claiming some claim that a computer's preventing it, doesn't even make sense to me. If they're not going to correct it, the district attorney's office here has a consumer affairs division, as does the attorney general, and that's probably something you ought to contact them. You can always contact a private attorney, but it's probably going to cost you a lot to fight that. I would think you want to go to one of the government situations like the attorney general or the district attorney's office here in Sedgwick County, and they can probably help you. Time will probably help too if you keep complaining. Okay?
Thank you very much, Charlie. We really appreciate all the advice, and thank you again for coming in.
Great to be here.
Always nice to see you, of course. We're going to take a short break here on Eyewitness News, but stay tuned. We'll be right back.